Frickin Dangerous Bro. Frickin Dangerous Bro.
Kia ora koutou, nau mai haere mai ki tō mātou punua pāho te whakāturanga o Mōrearea Rawa e Mara. Welcome to the Frickin Dangerous Bro Show, penultimate episode of the Locked Up set. I forgot what it's called.
Are we allowed to say that anymore in 2021?
It's a limited series. Yeah, penultimate.
What? We're allowed to say what? What's the word that you had
Yeah,
take
Jamaine,
umbrage
you're
with?
cancelled.
Penultimate.
No, penultimate means
Jamaine's
the
cancelled.
second to last.
That's what it used to mean.
Oh, my
I mean
bad.
something else now.
My bad.
What do you think it? What do you used to think it meant?
I don't want to say what I thought it meant because then I'll get cancelled. You trying to set me up?
Look, bro. Look, your career really needs a boost. Get cancelled. Let's go get cancelled. Then we'll be able to do sellout tours.
Yes.
I think if you get cancelled, you get... The problem is you get a sellout tour, but with the worst audience in the world.
With the worst audience. Yeah.
Because you get people who are like, yeah, man, you stand for freedom. And then they're just like, yeah, say the N-word again. You're like, no, I don't do that.
No.
I also don't know how to write, like... I really don't know how to write, like, on the edge, naughty comedy, you know? Like, I don't know how to...
Look, I'm going to...
comedy?
Naughty comedy. I'm going to get into some
Why'd
comedy.
you get cancelled? I do too much naughty comedy.
I'm going to get into a bit of comedy breakdown philosophy chat right now.
Okay.
Stand-up
I can't
comedy.
wait.
We're getting in the
Just for a-
nitty-gritty.
Can't wait.
Just for a little
The
a little
nitty-gritty.
moment. Just
Okay.
a tiny little. When people say edgy comedy, I think they're using it wrong. When
I hate it.
when they say edgy comedy, they're saying offensive comedy.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's edgy
Yeah.
comedy. I think
No.
edgy comedy is doing comedy about topics that could be offensive, but making them funny. Like
Yeah,
Right.
dancing
Not-
the line.
dancing the line. To me, that's what edgy comedy is.
Right. Not just being offensive and everyone going, wow, that's
Oh,
brave.
edgy. No,
'Cause
it's dancing
by
that line.
By definition, you're literally standing
On the edge.
and you could cross, but
Yeah.
you don't because
Yeah.
you're good at what you do.
Or you skip back and forth.
Oh,
It's
you
like
go,
hopscotch.
oh,
yeah. You know.
wait, sorry,
Yeah.
was that again? Jamaine?
I want to...
Now this is some edgy comedy right here.
I'm on the edge of whether I'm a good dancer or not. Like no one knows.
Well, at least we know that, like, if our careers ever go in a bad direction, we can just start being offensive, and then we'll be fine.
Yeah, that's all good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and people sell out theaters.
I can't
Slap her in
even.
the titty. Is that good?
What?
Slap her titties. Is that good?
God.
Is that good edgy comedy?
Can you not transition us to that already right now?
Is that good bad boy comedy?
Please,
No,
don't
this is
force
bad-
it.
The
This is
bad
bad boy
boy.
comedy.
The bad boy of comedy.
You know.
Oh, you can't.
You know
Can't say
we've.
anything anymore, Titty.
So we've brushed over.
Everything has titty in it. That's what you think is bad boy comedy.
Anyway, I was
Bad boy
walking.
comedy.
I was walking to the titty store, and
Oh, you can't say anything anymore, man. Titty. The funny thing is, often comedians who say you can't say anything anymore and I'm being cancelled are saying it on their Netflix special.
yeah.
And you're like,
They're saying
but you
it.
have this.
They say it all over their podcast.
I know,
Oh,
but
you
you're
can't-
saying it right now.
Can't say anything anymore. Oh mate, I'm gonna speak out, bro. You've been speaking out.
And then
Like,
like
that's- that's a
100,000 people like clap their hands after they say that.
I'm like,
And
that's
you're
how you got into this by speaking out, bro. You're Jimmy Speak Out.
Jimmy
I
Speak
love
Out
that.
coming soon to Netflix.
That's one of my favorite podcasts, Jimmy Speak Out.
So I feel like we've kind of brushed over that this is the penultimate episode.
Oh, right.
Because some people might be a
saying
little
that.
bit. Some people might be a little bit sad to hear this news.
I like so you're slowly breaking it to them. You're kind of easing them off the podcast again. Is this what's happening? You're weaning them off of it.
No,
Just
I
trying
just
to
wanted.
slowly pull them off the titty.
I just wanted to use
Naughty. That's right. We're still on the naughty titty
boy
riff. We're never
comedy.
leaving.
Oh bloody Jimmy Speak Out over here. No, I just wanted to use the word penultimate, basically.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
It was
because
a really great use of it.
Because I think it doesn't
Smart.
get used enough, you know.
Are you trying? You're out here trying to bring back penultimate as a word.
Well, just use it. Like, well, part of the reason I want to use it is I used to think penultimate meant the last one. Like, this is the. I didn't realize finale and penultimate were different. I thought they meant the same thing. And then when I learnt penultimate meant the second to last, I was like, oh, but I've got to use this word. I've got to use it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Can you use it again?
Yeah, and a different example.
Mate, this is the penultimate time I will use that word.
What?
Ever
on this podcast.
Ever
On
in
this
your life?
podcast. On
On this podcast.
I was gonna
Okay.
say you've probably got more years to come, man. You can't be out here preempting that.
The problem is now I have to police myself and make sure I don't say the word. And because when I say the word, I'm like, well, that's it. That's the finale of that word.
I kind of want it to
You're
be.
gonna be out here being like, "Thank you for listening to the second to last." Oh, I just want to say it so bad, dude.
No, well, that's what I'm trying to save it for. I'm trying to save it for the end. And then
I kind of wish this was the penultimate time that you're gonna say the word penultimate for your life, because
Yeah,
then when
same.
you say it the last time,
It means something.
what a moment that will be.
Like,
you'll be on your
Can I just
deathbed.
put a?
I'll be there.
I'll just put
James
a little
will be
pause.
already
Can I
dead.
just do a little pause
Go.
on the podcast? Should
Yeah.
we just go back and I'll say it's the last time I'll do it in my life, right?
Yeah, and we'll just
but
edit it out.
But we'll
Yeah,
just edit it out. But I'll pretend.
Oh, we'll edit it out. Will you guys be editing it with me?
No, shush, James. Shush. Well, we'll do
Title
this.
of
I'll
my
go back.
mixtape.
I'll
James,
just
hush your mouth.
James.
Hush your beautiful mouth, James.
Hey,
Shut your
this is all making it in.
shut your beautiful
James,
Filipino
do-
mouth.
This is making it into the episode.
Shut your Filipino, your ube covered mouth. All right.
What do you think Filipinos do?
James,
They
shush your
put ube
little,
on their lips, don't they?
shush your little titty sucking mouth. All right. Shush.
Good morning, baby.
We'll go.
Just go like this to a bowl of ube.
Okay, ready for the day.
I'm ready for
James,
the day.
James.
Jermaine!
Listen.
What?
Shh.
This is making it to the episode. You know that.
Shh. Just let me get it out. We'll go back in time. You will edit that out. Shh.
Will I?
Listen. Shh. Listen. Shh.
You can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna put this out.
Listen. Shh.
I'm edgy.
Shh. And I'll agree with Pax. Shh. Listen. Shh. Don't talk. I'll agree with Pax that it'll be the last time I'll say it in my life. Shh. Wait, there's more. Shh.
And then you'll die at the end of the episode.
Listen. Shh. And then I'll die.
I'll agree with Pax. And then just at the end of the episode,
Oh my gosh.
crack up gag.
Okay, do you want to do that after all that shenanigans and hoopla, or are we just moving on? Like, what?
Well, I was thinking about it. I was like, do we edit that out? But then I was like, then there'll be a jump in the YouTube. It'll just be like
Yeah.
a jump cut, and then the audience will be like, what did they cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it'll just be me saying titty 28 times. That's what we cut out.
Especially because we were just talking about like being cancelled and not saying stuff. And then
Yeah,
there's
that's
a
risky.
jump cut. And they're like, oh, they must have said something and then caught themselves immediately.
Yeah. And then we get cancelled
Also-
for cutting out the stuff that would cancel us, and they go, they obviously said something bad.
I think people would actually enjoy Jamaine going, shh, 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 shh.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Let us know whether you enjoy me saying shh over and over again. Because
Then
then
you can listen to Jamaine's ASMR podcast.
Because then on the
Called
finale,
Jamaine.
the finale would just be me saying shh, listen, shh, just for 65 minutes.
Jesus.
Also, Jamaine, you can still retroactively go, you know what? I changed my mind. That was the second last time I'll ever say that word in my life. And just say it now. Just commit now, you know? You can adapt. You can change.
Yeah.
You don't have to fool the
You can
trick
evolve,
the audience
man.
that we did something else.
This is real.
I'm trying to gaslight you because I can't be fucked editing the podcast.
No, I like to be honest. I don't like to lie because it won't be.
Exactly.
It
So
won't
go
be
for it. Be honest. Jermaine, be honest right now.
Be honest right
oh,
now.
Whatever
Be the most
topic you
honest
want.
you can be.
Whatever topic you want.
Speak your mind, man.
Guys,
Be
I've got
honest.
guys.
What
I've
do you
got
think about Asians? Just be honest.
Yeah, just say it for once.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I've got like
Oh.
five skin tags. Like there's one here. There's one.
Okay.
That's
there's
not
one,
what I expected you to be
there's
honest
one
about
here.
at all.
There's one here.
Yeah.
There's one down here.
Yeah.
Who are you lying to about your skin tag? Your doctor? Your doctor's like, how many of these have you got? You're like, just one.
Just
Jermaine, Can I be
Don't worry
honest with
about
you,
it.
Oh, here
Jermaine?
we go. Pax is gonna be honest.
Oh,
I
he's gonna
have-
be honest. Be honest.
I have 3 skin tags.
Oof.
James, how many skin tags you got?
Can I be honest with you guys?
Yeah.
I have 1 skin tag.
Whoa! I wasn't expecting that. I actually wasn't
Guess where it
expecting
is?
My
that.
dick.
Is it your dick?
It is my dick. No.
My skin tag is my dick.
My skin tag is my dick. I pee from a skin tag.
Oh my god. This happens every time.
What is this?
This happens
What
every time.
show is this?
We just like go loosey goosey for 10 minutes. Well, when I say
What
10
is
minutes,
this
we go
even?
loosey goosey for like an hour and a half.
What is the show? My skin tag is my dick. What is that?
Good quality
Okay.
comedy, man.
So we've got 3 segments prepared today.
And we will get through 2 of them.
We'll probably get through 2. The first segment is, James, do you have the stings ready?
No. I genuinely forgot this week. It was on my to-do list. I'm so sorry. Jamaine's livid. He's actually livid. Look at him. He's losing. I'm sorry.
Like, it's a funny gag, but I just think it's better if the stings just happen and we could just move forward. I think it gives more
100%
value
agree.
to the show.
I 100% agree with everything you've just said. I don't have an excuse. I have 0 excuse. Other than I've just literally forgot.
Yeah, okay.
I'm so sorry, Jermaine.
Angry
Jermaine's
Jermaine.
livid. That's how you know he's nuclear
You know what?
angry.
It's not even
'cause he
angry
goes
Jermaine.
quiet.
No, it's not even angry
It's
Jermaine.
disappointed Jermaine.
It's disappointed Jermaine.
And that's way worse.
That's scarier.
Okay. The next segment.
Oh no, his tone changed. No, he has to do comedy, and he's disappointed in his friend who let him down.
Okay. All right, let's just move. Let's just move on. How long have we got? Okay, let's just move on to the next segment.
My God.
Okay.
What's the song for disappointed Jamaine Pax? Because you got angry Jamaine. He's angry Jamaine.
Disappointed Jermaine is. He's so
Disappointed Jamaine.
It's the other way around. It's just the other extreme.
Okay,
Disappointed.
the segment is called is Secrets. This is a segment we've done before.
It's a fan favorite. I don't know if that's true.
I don't know who the fuck is requesting more secrets.
This week it's gonna be.
Also, we have a singular mailbag. I just remembered.
Oh yeah, if we have time, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Look,
So
guys, we get barely any mail at the moment. We should get to it.
Yeah,
To
it's our
encourage.
penultimate episode, so we'd
maybe.
love to do some mailbag in our penultimate episode because this is the penultimate one,
Maybe.
and I have infinite uses of that word.
I have none. I used up my uses.
Oh, you use yours?
Yeah, like 4 minutes ago.
You're all out on
I'm all
penultimates?
out. Yeah.
Fuck, I got like 5 more
I'm an idiot who has to use second to last.
for the rest of your
Oh. Damn it.
Okay.
What's the consequence if you use it again?
If anyone in society now, or any of us hear someone use the word second to last, we're all gonna think, well, used up all their penultimate.
everybody, all the listeners to this podcast, if
Yeah.
they ever hear anybody say second to last, they're gonna be like, "Haven't used their at final." I'm not using it yet.
Ah,
I'm keeping it.
That's good. Save it. Save it.
James, hey, so for next week, could you please make a sting of me saying that word, and then I can play that instead of saying it?
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah, will you, James? Could
Dude,
you just
what
make?
are you so
make sure-
busy with? Huh? What are you even doing?
Oh, are you playing fucking werewolf and not inviting me to be on it?
Jermaine,
Is that what you're doing?
I feel like if I invite you, you can't do it because you've got a family and shit. That's the only reason.
It'd be nice to be asked.
Do you want to play the next one?
I don't know. I haven't been asked. You have fucking 20 comedians. None of them are Jamaine.
Some of them aren't even comedians.
Some of them aren't even fucking comedians. So disappointed.
I think I like
so
disappointed Jermaine
disappointed.
better.
Nah, I am
Oh, he's back.
disappointed.
Disappointed's back.
Disappointed.
Oh, he's back.
Was Pax
This is
invited?
nicer.
Was Pax
Yeah,
invited?
I was.
Yeah, Pax was, yeah.
Fuck, man.
That's why I'm busy. I'm busy
What?
doing shit like that.
Like what? Playing werewolf?
Playing werewolf, playing hooky from school. I don't know.
What's hooky?
Okay, this segment,
School.
hookie's when you skip school. Like it's a slang.
To hook up with a hooker.
Play hooky.
I have never heard the word hooky in my life.
You've
Yeah.
never played playing hooky?
No, he's
Nope.
never heard of
Really?
playing hooky.
Nope.
But so when Pax
Pax
says
is like, I've heard of,
wagging.
um,
No,
I've heard of,
wagging.
when Pax says
Pax is
he's
like,
never
I've heard of smoking hookah.
when,
Wow, racism.
when Pax says he's never heard of something, Pax always thinks he's in the right and everyone else is wrong. Like he's like, I've never heard of that. And it's like,
You
Pax,
fucking idiot,
Pax,
you
you live
weird
in,
word.
in an isolated, like this world that's slightly disconnected from. Like this is comedy for
No,
us.
this is not a word.
This is always
no
what
one-
Pax does.
No one in society
You've
uses
never
this.
heard of skipping a hook, like skipping school and doing.
No,
playing
I've heard
hooky.
of skipping a hooky. I just haven't heard of playing a hooky. Skipping a hooky is so common, James.
Oh, skipping a hooky. Oh, okay. I get
Okay,
it now.
the segment we're going to do, secrets, where it's not so much a behind the scenesy thing, but what we are going to do is talk about, each of us will take turns and give our favorite live show moments, and
Oh, yeah.
and as well give a bit of backstory into the moment, so a bit of behind the scenes context.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first because I thought of it. I've been thinking about my one. Okay.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't. It can be like during a show. It doesn't
During
have
a
to be like
show,
anything.
or
I have a question.
yes.
How many years removed from performing a live show does this have to be for us to do a segment called Secret to talk about secrets of the live show, for us to be officially washed?
Bro,
That takes me long enough.
COVID has made
People
it fucking.
reminiscing.
COVID has made it impossible to do live shows. Like,
That's true. But we weren't doing live shows even without COVID.
I'd say we're washed. Yeah.
we were during the TV show.
The acceptance that you're... Yeah, I'm pretty washed.
Okay, okay. So
I'd say.
mine is, so it was this banter that we used to do when we
Yeah.
get into the micro sketches. Now the micro sketches was a collection of like short sketches, so they're only like 5 seconds long. And when we would do the banter to introduce the audience and tell them what micro sketches was, James would say, "This is like a box of Cadbury favorites." And then,
Oh, yeah.
and then when we first did it, we kind of freestyled this stuff. James goes, "It's like a box of Cadbury favorites," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, so it's delicious except for the Turkish delight. Ugh, it's yuck." And
Yeah.
then Pax would go, "Hey," and be offended. And then,
I'm not even Turkish.
Like, he's
and
not
then,
even
and, then, and then we'd be like,
Turkish.
"You're not even Turkish," and then that's pretty much it. Like that was
No,
pretty
and
much
I
it.
think-
No,
his-
shush,
no,
shush,
his-
shush, listen. You're gonna give away, and he'd be
Okay,
like,
go.
he'd be like, "No, you're not even Turkish," and he'd be like, "Oh, close enough." You know, like that
Yeah.
would be
Yeah,
that
yeah,
would
yeah.
kind of be
That's the
the end of
punchline.
that was the punchline for the
Yeah.
segment, and then we go into the micro sketches. Anyway, on
We'd all
like,
suck each other's dicks off.
oh my
Yep.
god, on our like, on one of our, we'd been doing it for so long, for
Yeah.
a long time, just that version.
And it's consistently gotten average laughs.
Average laughs.
Yeah.
It was fine. Like it was like I always remember going, I wish we could come up with something better for just to go into this, but you know, it is one of those.
Yeah.
Luckily, the micro sketches are really good and they will kill and it'll be fine.
Yeah, they bang.
Anyway, one time we're rehearsing it because we just like quickly would run through the show backstage, and like an hour-long show, we just run through it. It would take us like 10 minutes, and we just go blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then we'll sit backstage, and then we ran through that bit, and I just went, when we were doing it in the weird rehearsal way, James just goes, all right, micro sketches, box of Cadbury favorites, and I go, yucky Turkish delight. Pat goes, hey, the Turkish, and I go, you're not even Turkish, and then James just goes out of nowhere, and just goes, but he is a delight. And then we all laughed.
And I mean every word of it.
And then we all laughed, and we went, "Oh, that's funny." And we did, and that was it. And then we moved on, kept rehearsing, and then that night, when we got on stage, and we did the bit, Pat said, "But I am a delight," and the roof fucking blew off, and it was so huge, and I loved it. I loved it for 2 reasons. One, because we finally found how to intro the segment after doing it for 3 years.
Yeah, we workshopped it live on the
We
fly.
workshopped it on the fly, and that James said the gag. We just laughed. No one said we should do that gag, but we all knew that Pax would do that gag.
I was absolutely livid driving
Yeah,
home.
it's just one of those-
That arsehole stole my joke.
Yeah, but you couldn't do it. It doesn't work with you. It works with me.
No, but he is a delight, and I love him. Right after.
No, but
He's my
it
friend.
made the most sense if Pax said it himself.
He's my
No, I
friend.
know I'm doing a bit.
And we knew that.
I also love that. I love moments where someone just says a gag and no one says, "Oh, we should put that in the show." All three of us just know that's going in the show.
No one has to call dibs. It's fine. It's for the group.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
for the
yeah,
group.
yeah.
Like, if you guys get a laugh, I feel like I'm getting a laugh because we're in the group.
Imagine
It's
if we
all
were a
good.
group that called dibs.
That's actually a funny thing. On different nights, different ones of us say different gags. Like
Yeah.
one night, someone will just do the gag. Like, because I think it'll be like they're taking too long to do the gag. I'm gonna do the gag.
Saying that, here's a secondary secret off the shoot of that. So.
I think I know what this is.
Yeah. So when we were filming the episode in Motueka and we were doing the live show in Motueka.
Oh no, I don't know what this is.
So.
Oh
here's
no, I
a
know
little
what this
behind the
is.
secrets thing, behind the scenes thing.
How many times are you gonna not know and know what this
You're having a
is?
fucking roller coaster in your mind.
No, well, I thought it was something else, but I think I know.
So
what this is.
we'd like written gags for the town for Motueka, and we were up on stage doing the jokes, and then we had a setup where it was like I would say the first bit, then Jamaine would say the second bit, and Pax would do the punchline, which is often a very common way that we set up our structure for gags on stage. Anyway, so we're doing this gag, and we planned it out, and I did the first bit, Jamaine did the second bit, and also did the third bit of the gag. I can't remember what the exact joke was, but I remember Pax just looking at
I remember what it
Jamaine
is.
like, you're doing
Yeah,
my
I remember what it was, and I got caught up in the moment. I was like, I was trying to give my bit more energy, and so I ended up transitioning into Pax's bit and doing the third bit, and then I remember thinking, well, Pax definitely still has to redo the bit. He has to do it again, and we'll probably edit it, and hopefully the audience laughs, and it'll be fine.
I'm
You
pretty
know,
sure as well.
in our
straight after you
documentary,
said it,
in
you
the
just
frick-
looked at Pax. And he was
In
like,
the show, in the
And then what
In the
happened,
frickin-
Pax?
in the friggin' Dangerous Bro documentary, that's going to be the moment, like where they need conflict,
yeah.
where like Jamaine says my bit and then it goes boom, and it goes slow mo.
Black and white.
Yeah, it goes black
And then
and white
fade.
and slow mo's
Oh,
into my
because
face
now-
looking at you.
Because there'll be the raw footage, like it exists. The
Yeah.
raw footage exists.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's
funny.
when we knew.
All right,
coming
so
for a spot.
James, that was your secret. You don't get your own secret.
Oh, what? No, that was just an offshoot from yours. That was a secret 2.0, 1.0.
No,
it was a
that was
different show.
that was a spin-off of your secret.
All right. Who wants their next secret? Who's their
Go,
favorite
James.
live show related
Okay.
moment?
So, in the
And the
summer of
context.
1999, me and four of my friends saw a dead body in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Secrets. Pax, you go.
In the summer
No,
of
okay.
in the summer of '69.
In the summer of 69. No,
James,
here's my
James,
genuine favorite.
I'm too disappointed to laugh at that.
That I saw a dead body
Yeah, disappointed.
and
in
I
you.
didn't report it.
Yeah, disappointed.
I didn't report my Stand By Me situation.
All right, go.
No, my actual. This is I think one of my favorite moments / people on the tour when we went on the road. So when we did a show, it was the episode in Hokitika. We were in the theater, and I remember when we were just doing like the warm up for the show. We weren't even filming it yet. We were doing a gag, and I called a lady in the audience, meth lady.
Oh no, I know what
P-lady.
happened. I know what happened. I know the
Yeah, could
context
you-
behind this. So James,
She was like getting hyper.
no, James, you would always do when we do the warm up to get the audience in
Yeah.
the zone. You always do this thing where you say everyone goes yeah, and you go. It's like an entire audience just went.
And then said, yeah.
And then you said like something like, "Oh, we're on crack," and then the lady stood up and went, "Yeah!"
Crack
on
lady.
meth. You said on meth. You go, it's like everyone's on meth, and she went, "Yeah!" Stood up and went, "Yeah!" Then she became meth lady for the rest of the night.
for the rest of the show, and she owned it like maybe I'm a little concerned now in hindsight. She was there with children, I think.
Yeah,
Let's move on from this secret.
she was real funny because she was doing her own little gag, and then we enjoyed her gag and like kept celebrating her gag for the entire show.
Was it the audience the audience probably knew her. It's what
Was also like
Hooky Tika.
the audience
Oh,
loved
sorry.
it.
Yeah.
The audience loved it. Every time we went back to it, the audience cracked up. But I could see her not like enjoying it less and less every single time,
diminishing returns,
which
for
made
her.
me want to do it more and more. Which lets me know that I am an asshole for sure.
And it's also funny because like I like to imagine that everyone who sees her in the streets now goes, "Hey, meth lady," and she's like, "Come on, man."
that show was low key one of my favorite shows on that tour.
Yeah.
That theater went. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had not low, but reasonable expectations for Hokitika and how rowdy they were gonna be. But they
Yeah.
fucking surprised.
Yeah,
me.
it was
They
a great.
brought it.
Yeah, it was one of the best shows. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Hokitika, man.
It's because they were on meth. That's why.
Mm.
They were on meth.
Mm.
All right, that's your secret?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I saw a dead body in 1998 with 4 of my friends.
Before it was 1999. You saw it in 2 years in a row.
2 times?
2 dead bodies.
2 dead bodies.
It was the annual dead body search.
Yeah.
Festival.
We were not successful in 2000
Mm, mm.
because one of my friends was a dead body.
Oh.
Whoa! secret.
All right, Pax, your secret.
This is not a secret. I'm just gonna say a little side note. One of my favorite shows, potentially my favorite show, was Oamaru.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Why is that?
purely the crowd was no, they were good actually. They were really good.
They were
But
small.
but they were
Yeah.
they were really enjoying themselves.
Intimate.
But the reason that is one of my favorite shows is purely because I kept getting to do shitty motel gags.
That's so funny. Yeah. So for anyone who hasn't seen the show, basically Pax got food poisoning and spent like 2 days in his motel room while we still had to film the show. So me and James went out and shot stuff in Oamaru. And then what we planned for the show was for me and James to do observational gags about Oamaru and what we did, and Pax would just do shitty motel room gags.
Because that's all I've been observing.
Because that's all he'd been doing, because he'd just been in the motel room.
And I was like, beforehand, I was like, oh man, this is not gonna get like we find it funny.
Yeah.
We find it funny, but I don't know if an audience is gonna find it funny. And then they loved it, and I was like,
right.
this is dope.
And you know what's funny? Only like half of them made it into the edit. Like
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
so many more motel room gags.
There was arguably too many.
I
Yeah.
remember,
I think
you know what else I remember is us talking about Pax just going, none of these are gags though.
No, but that's the gag, right?
Pax just goes, I'm just saying that the towels are white.
Yeah,
He's like real
that was me.
concerned.
That was my nervousness, being like,
Yeah,
"Oh, the
yeah.
audience is not gonna
Yeah.
click."
Well, the gag, that's the punchline. The setup was literally how well we set up the fact that Pax had only been in a hotel room the whole time. And I think it worked. I think it was all right. By the way, I know
yeah.
we've been talking about like the tour and the show. Like, we're just assuming you've seen the show, but if you haven't, we have a TV show / web series called Frickin Dangerous Bro on the road. You can watch it on TVNZ on demand in New Zealand or on piratebay.se if you are overseas. You guys know we can find our show on like torrent sites and stuff?
No, I live in New Zealand. Like
I've downloaded
I just
it.
watch it on fucking TVNZ on demand.
I
You
downloaded
downloaded it anyway?
Yeah, I downloaded it anyway.
Yeah?
I download everything that I could. I download breakfast on Pirate Bay. You know?
TVNZ breakfast on Pirate Bay.
Yeah, I just download it.
HD rip.
Yeah,
web,
720p.
1080p. Oh, 720p. Not quite good. That's so funny.
Alright,
So my
With
secret,
subs.
my
Oh,
secret,
hard encoded.
my secret is This is not from the tour. This is from a while ago when we were in Wellington.
Yeah.
I cannot. You guys might be able to help me with the details, but it's one of my favorite moments because it's one of the hardest. I haven't laughed as hard, I don't think, on stage, like in front of an audience. There was a guy who threw his phone onto the stage.
Oh yeah.
Can you explain what
Where
happened?
was this? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
All
this
I
was in
remember
Wellington.
is
This was
is
in the
dying
upstairs
of
room.
laughter. Yeah, yeah.
It was in the upstairs room.
Oh,
It was I forget what the name of the room is. But it
that's
was
the Heyday Dome.
Heyday Dome at
Yeah.
Bats.
At Bats, yeah.
So there was
Shut up, bats.
there was a guy, I don't know if he was on his phone, or
The theater and the animal.
yeah, I don't exactly know the context for him to throw the phone on the stage.
Yeah.
But I think we made fun of him because he was using his phone or something like that.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
his
yeah,
phone rang.
His
Yeah,
phone
and
rang.
We were like, put it on
That's
silent.
right.
He's like, you do it.
That's right, because at the start of the show, we tell everyone if your phone goes off,
Yeah.
we will answer it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his phone went off, and he was like, as if he didn't care, he threw his phone on the stage.
Yeah, he's like, here, answer it.
answer it, he threw it on. And then we were like, this guy just throwing his phone around, he's so rich.
Yeah.
And then we started making fun of him for being rich.
Yeah.
And he was really well dressed as well. And we
Yeah.
were like, oh, you're so rich and like blah, blah, blah. And then I can't remember if it was James or Pax just says, could you please adopt us?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all just jumped on that.
And then he was like, yes, yes, yes. And then what I think happened is it went into an edgy area.
Here we go.
Yeah, it went into an edgy area. Okay.
I think we wanted to sell ourselves to him.
Are you sure? Are you sure this is the same guy?
I think, yeah, Jamaine, I think you're
He's a
mixing
different
two
guy. You're
white dudes in a
confused.
suit.
Okay,
You
cool.
put two white dudes in a suit together.
Sweet. Did that? Okay, sweet. Pax, you
Because
say
I know
what you think
that's
it
the
is.
beige suit guy.
Okay,
Yeah,
sweet.
so there was one show, but they both happened in the same venue in Wellington.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I've mixed two ideas together.
Yeah, so one idea was there was an old man in the front of the stage who was dressed very nicely and clearly looked like he owned 7 properties. And we asked him to adopt
if they
us.
could adopt
And it
us,
went
yeah,
into an
yeah.
edgy area where we tried to sell ourselves to him, right? The one I was talking, that one was very funny as well. But the one I was talking about was, shit, I can't remember exactly what
Oh,
happened. Do you
damn
remember,
it!
James? But I lay on the ground and laughed for 30 seconds. He
Oh,
threw
wait,
his
anyone
phone on
who's listening to
He
this
threw his
was at
phone
the
on
show.
stage.
Oh, do you know it? Do you know it?
Oh, did you just remember it?
Oh,
Was
Pax.
it? Was it? His phone rang again, and it said Was it his phone rang again, and then it said you know how if you're cheating on your partner, it says
Yeah.
other girl or girl
side
what or
piece or
something like that.
Yeah.
Didn't it say something like that?
Pax, this is the worst segment.
I was really
This
hoping.
isn't secrets. This is jog your memory. Jog your memory. Jog my memory.
I was really hoping that one of you would know it.
Nah.
I know vaguely kind of the
Yeah.
But here's the thing. There's been there's always one or two things that happens like this when we do a live show. And so it's hard to keep track of all
This
of
one
them.
though, the reason this one sticks in my mind is because I know I haven't laughed this hard on stage.
And if you've ever seen Pax do comedy, you know he laughs on
Yeah,
stage
yeah, I laugh.
whenever he says something.
Yeah. But okay, so let's put that one
Love
aside. I think I've said this on the podcast before.
Oh, multiple secrets out here?
but my
So many
that one didn't.
secrets.
This one was when we would me and some lady I apologize if you've listened to the podcast for a while and you've heard this, but there'll be some people who haven't. If you we would say lights down, lights up for in between sketches.
The fingers.
And me and this white lady for some reason got into a little quarrel. Nothing crazy, just
Oh,
she
sorry,
said
I can't differentiate what you're describing from every other show that we do.
yeah, okay.
Just
Every
by that
show I
description.
get into a quarrel with a white lady, okay?
I'm pretty sure backstage as well, you look at the audience before we go on and go, her.
Yeah. And that's all I have a quarrel
And then
with,
you have a
and that's
fight with
it.
her.
Yeah. So the
Fight with her.
lights went down, and then when the lights came up, I was just like this, right in her
Just pulling the
face.
fingers to it.
And then the audience, her, just lost it. And then we had to do lights down again because we
We
couldn't.
had to do it multiple times for that
Hey,
one.
that
I
was
remember.
early on, bro.
That was early, but that moment
second show.
is seared into my brain.
Yeah, that was downstairs.
That was
in
like
the
our fourth
basement where
show.
We sold out upstairs, so we moved down to the
Yeah.
bigger theater.
Man, this
Yeah.
feels really good to reminisce about these things. I've got so many more that I want
Oh,
to
we're
say.
so washed.
Washed. Absolutely fucking washed.
Saying it feels
bro.
good to reminisce means we're washed.
No, bro. That
No,
is the
wait.
most washed shit I've ever heard
Does
in my
that
life.
mean? Does that mean no? But we're not. like we don't really do a lot of live performances anymore. Like we've kind of transitioned into a different area of our
being
career.
washed.
No, into a different area of our career.
That's
Yeah.
a nice way to say washed.
It's like if like an actor, a comedian actor talks about when they used to do stand up. You know, like they're not
Yeah.
washed. They've just moved on to a different part of their career.
What did we transition to though, Jamaine?
Well, I've transitioned into television. I don't know what you guys have transitioned.
I've transitioned into
doing a podcast with my friend who does television.
That's what I've transitioned.
I've transitioned into a car.
Wow.
Optimus James.
Oh,
What's
bloody,
that?
oh,
You
bloody
transitioned-
Astro Train over here. This is Astro Train.
Whoa, Astro Train.
I wish I had a filter that I could turn into a car right now.
Astro
Well, I
Train.
would.
Astro Train can turn into 3 things: a train, a space shuttle, and
And
a
Astro.
guy- and a guy.
I've transitioned as well.
Into TikTok.
A
Oh, a wolf. Wow. A lovely wolf.
So this is for the video watchers. James has access to all these filters.
because I'm tech boy. I'm Twitch
he's-
boy now, so I
He's
have all the
Twitch
shit.
boy. Oh yeah. So he's transitioned into a wolf.
And
But
right now.
also-
Now he's transitioned into a beautiful Filipina.
Hawaiian. No, a Hawaiian.
Bro, do you know what's the most wild shit about these filters?
What?
Is I look hot as fuck, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
James,
I was
in
like,
all
if I saw
honesty,
my- like,
you have
shoulders
quite a
like this.
feminine facial structure.
It's because I got high cheekbones, dog.
Oh yeah.
High cheekbones,
Is
but
that it?
also luscious lips.
Look, how hot do I? I don't give a
Yes,
shit.
you
How
look
hot.
hot.
Do I look?
Yes, you look hot. Quit going on about it.
Look at that, bro. I look hot as fuck. Anyway,
Okay, so that's the end of secrets.
back to normal.
We'll move on to the back to a normal potato with a fucking Gucci handbag. What is this?
I don't understand what segment of society this one is for.
Who's the audience?
But also, here's the thing about it: you're a potato that's under the ground
Moving
my
around,
bag.
smiling,
with
swinging
a
your handbag
handbag
around,
and a tutu and a ponytail.
side ponytail, side
This is
ponytail.
what- this
But
is
you're
what-
under the ground.
This is
Why?
What's the physics of that?
you know what that just was? That was
What?
a 6-year-old video calling with their grandparents. That's what that was.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know when you
What
run
a-
out of topics to talk about, so you're just like, "Hey, granddad."
I just got out of the shower.
Oh, hey.
All right, sweet. So let's move on to the next segment, Pat. This is your segment. This is your
Okay.
segment. Take it away.
Did you? This segment is called. Did you see that? And it's when I just talk about something, and I wonder if you saw it. Okay.
He presents us like a Bigfoot photo. Did you see this?
Have you seen this? So, the other day there was a scuffle in
By
the
the time
NBA.
this ends up on the podcast comes out, it might be last week. So say last week.
Okay.
Just
Last
don't make it
week.
confusing.
What?
Shh. Listen. Shh, 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 shh. James, you just want to edit this so that. Shh,
No, I'm
shh,
not editing that
Pat
out
says,
at
shh,
all.
shh, shh. Listen. Shh, shh.
No, God.
Do
Why?
another,
Jermaine,
just
I'm
do
gonna-
another edit. Shh, shh, shh.
No, I'm gonna interrupt your bit,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, do you know this is episode number?
I don't believe
Guys.
you.
Guys, if this is episode number the one if this is the episode that I think it is, we can't do another episode ever again.
I'm
And
checking
if we
my-
and if we want to do another
Rush Hour 3.
It
And
is
if we-
confirmed that number.
and if we want to do another episode, we have to change the title. It has to be a new podcast. We can't.
It is that number. Guys, we can't do. We can't carry on.
Either
You know,
we stop here or we go till 6,969. Those are our two options.
Well, what do we do? Like,
You
we
know
never
what?
look. We've talked before about when we
Yeah.
get to episode 69, because that's what
Yeah.
this is.
Yeah.
all right,
We
I'm on
would
my
do-
way. I'm coming to your house now.
We would do. I'll meet you in the park, James. We're not allowed to go to each other's houses. We would do.
Imagine if people want to just do 69s in the park because they can't.
Yeah, we can
What?
outdoor
It's
16.
fine.
What? What, Jacinda?
Well, what do we?
What?
What do we do? How do we make this different?
69. We all just.
Pax's segment
All right.
becomes.
Well, we can't because we can't do it to
Pax-
each other.
Pax's segment
Go
goes-
get your partners.
Pax's
Ask them
segment becomes.
consensually. and
Did
then-
you see that? I was watching Pornhub the other day, and I saw a 69. Do you know what my favorite
Episode.
gag is to do? Well, I
69.
don't do it, but I've heard other people do it when someone brings up a porn website. So like
Yeah.
someone says Pornhub, is someone going, "What's Pornhub?"
An actual like innocent, like
yeah,
they don't
actual
know.
innocent. It's one of my favorite things. I find it. So
What
And
is
then
Pornhub?
I like it when the other person like jumps in on the gag and continues it,
yeah.
like explains it, like doesn't like actually goes, oh, it's just a lovely website where like
Hey, I know
You know,
we're doing the thing now, but what actually is Pornhub?
I love this coming
know,
from
like-
the guy who did a show about being addicted to porn. So
I know,
what were you
serious-
using, dog? Magazines?
Yeah, Hustler.
Woman's Day?
Penthouse.
Were you using Woman's Day?
Yeah, Woman's Day, my day.
Okay. Well, how
Was
yeah, like so we're brainstorming this live. How do we celebrate that it's episode?
Can I just say
69?
something?
Yeah.
You know, whenever I feel like whenever we get booked for stuff or we do anything that's like, what's it called? Whenever we do anything without other people and they're like, oh, the freaking Dangerous Bros, and they love to lean on the bros as a brand. They're like, you guys are
Yeah.
the bros, the bro fucking lads. And we're always like, we're actually not that. That's like somewhat ironic. Like we're kind of sensitive, three sensitive boys. We talk about our feelings and we try not to. And then the moment someone says 69, we're like, yeah. It's like
Literally.
the most broy dude
No,
bro
no,
shit.
no, no,
And
but I
know
think
that we
it's-
started doing it ironically, but I reckon it's not ironic anymore. I think we just
No, I've never done it ironically. I always thought it's never. It's funny. It's just funny. Because here's my thing. There's like we're nuanced people. We find
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
things funny. We're serious about different things. Like it's just like we're human beings who have like different. We have different parts of ourselves, you know. And so that's what Frickin Dangerous Bro is as well. We find 69 funny, and we also do comedy about institutionalized
why are you
racism.
flashing? Like what's happening on your
Yeah,
screen?
what's
that
going
you're
on? Why are
live-
you flashing?
You look like you're being arrested live on the pod.
What are you talking about?
There's like lights
You're
going
light.
off on you.
No.
Are you seeing that too?
What do you mean no?
What are you
can't just
talking
say
about?
no.
This is my impression of Jamaine.
No. What are you?
For real,
nothing.
Jermaine.
For real.
Jermaine,
you're,
for
you're
real.
strobing, bro. Just you. It's
But
like
not
you're-
anymore. It hasn't happened in a
No.
while.
It's fine now.
It's fine now.
Oh, now it's on me.
Is it happening again?
No, you're good.
What? Oh, man. You have upset what I was talking about. I'm disappointed.
Oh, just 69. You'll cheer up.
I'm disappointed. So disappointed.
Jermaine, 69. Are you on top or in the bottom?
Whatever
It's quite
fits the situation.
full
It's quite
on for a
rude for
dude.
the man.
Yeah, it's quite full on for the dude to be on top.
And it's actually
What
quite
about
fun.
if you're two
No,
dudes?
no. Shush.
quite intense.
Listen.
What if you're two dudes?
Listen. Side, maybe. Listen.
True. Social
Diagonal-
69.
X, make a X.
69 for all.
Yeah, that's not a
Inclusive.
69 fact.
That's not a
No, no,
69 anymore.
That's called an X.
Here's the thing. Here's the reason I talk about. I'm fine with talking about 69s and that stuff. Is we are sex positive, like
Yeah.
like having sex.
And you don't
isn't-
need to get a test up your nose for that.
An actual dad. A fucking dad through and through to your
No.
core.
What that is.
You
What
even
that
did
is.
the finger wag.
No. But he didn't. He didn't quite get the wording right as well.
What's the wording?
This is title of your mixtape. You know, like Pax was in a rush to do the gag, and he didn't quite get it.
Because you were moving too fast. I wanted to get the gag out.
And so, because it's and you don't have to get a swab up your nose for that.
Ah!
That's what it is. And you go, and you don't have to get a test up your nose for that. You couldn't. We're
Can you
sex
do three-way
positive.
69?
Well, then it's not. It's a triangle. Then.
No, two people
Oh,
are
that's a
69 and
recycling
one.
symbol.
Two people are
recycling symbol.
The recycle.
It's the recycle.
Two people are 69 and one person's next to them just clapping.
That's a 601. A 691.
Rushing too much to get the gag out, and you messed it up.
Ah, no, I don't.
You did a Pax.
Loser.
Yeah, we're sex positive. Like,
Jermaine,
like
are your guitars multiplying, by the way? You had one guitar there last week, and now you've got two.
No, yeah, I've always had two. This one comes in and out. People probably won't be able to see it on the video thing. It's the way you edit it.
Oh, great!
But,
now I'm gonna have to edit the fucking guitars in.
No, because when I play out in the lounge often, and so sometimes it's here, sometimes it's not.
Oh, you got a lounge guitar? My man.
No. Well, it stays in here, but I don't play in this room because it feels like I'm isolating myself. I play out in the lounge.
No play zone.
Okay, well, I think my segment's over.
He didn't even say what it was.
No, what is it? I want to know.
Okay, I'll do it real fast.
Real fast.
A guy called Isaiah Stewart, who I think is a rookie in the NBA, tried to kill LeBron James on the court, literally. So what happened was they were scuffling for a rebound. LeBron got grumpy that he was hooking his arm, and he just swung like that. But his side of his fist hit his eyebrow and like opened, like fully, like there was a gash and blood was like streaming down his face.
I think it was an accident, though. Do you?
Yeah, it was an accident, but
accident adjacent. He definitely swung his arm. Didn't mean to hit him in the head.
I definitely think LeBron wanted to aggressively get him off, but I didn't think he meant to cut his face. Obviously, and then this Isaiah Stewart guy, I don't know if this guy understands that like LeBron James is like the financial cash cow of the NBA.
Yeah,
but he literally tried to kill him, and then everyone stopped him. And then he continued. He kept going. And then my favorite part was it went on for ages. They kept holding him back. He looked like
LeBron wasn't even in there though. Everyone was
LeBron
training
gone.
him. Yeah.
Yeah. LeBron was like, oh wait. So and then after a while, this was my favorite part. He puts his hands up and goes, all right. I'm good. I'm calm. And everyone kind of backed off him a little bit. And then he did like and then sprinted off again and tried to find LeBron. And he bowled over like, yeah, goddamn. He bowled over. So my favorite thing about that is that someone edited it and put Stone Cold Steve Austin's theme music right at the moment where he bolted and like smashed over two people. And it just goes... It's so funny.
Yeah, I love because I watched the video in full and I saw it because Peter Rosenberg, who's New York radio personality and works for WWE, so he's a wrestling fan, said he just posted it and said, don't anybody ever make fun of wrestling scuffles ever again, because this 100% was that. Like, it was the pull apart and everyone's like, I'm fine, and then the guy just runs back into it. Happened like twice. Like he just kept doing it. He just kept it was just.
And what was crazy was he was like knocking over his assistant coaches and stuff. It was a full blown like smash through people. Like
I wonder if he'll apologize. Like, you know, like, because obviously, like, getting hit in the face wasn't his fault, right? But there's a rage problem. You know? Like, he displayed some intense rage.
Like poor anger management.
Anger management. And I wonder if he'll apologize for that.
I wonder also if...
I'm disappointed in him.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Isaiah Stewart,
disappointed Jamaine and Isaiah Stewart.
I wonder if there was a thought process. Like, you know when you're doing something that you know you shouldn't be doing, but you're in it, so you keep going?
Probably. It feels like that. Also,
you know what I mean?
What?
I immediately thought of 69.
Gosh.
But I know it's not that at all.
He's like, LeBron hit me in the face. I'm going to fight LeBron. And then thinks, oh, but it's LeBron. Like, there's nothing I can do about it.
I can't back down now.
But also now I can't back down because, I'll look like an idiot. I need to just continue this rage. I wonder if at any point, what's interesting is that when he said like, chill, I'm chill, and then like made a move to go attack people, he's thinking, like he's clearly making a choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's just continuous rage with no breaks,
like his
then you're like, okay.
In the back of his head being like, maybe don't do this, but then the other voice was like, nah, do it, dog.
Yeah.
It was like,
they talk to him. They understand. They talk to him.
Yeah.
Who talked to him?
The voices in his head.
Who are the voices?
They say his name. They talk to him.
I reckon one of the voices is Sheryl Crow.
Sorry, I was trying to
one
do
of the voices went, hey, nothing you can say, nothing Nothing that you say is going to take what you've done. To
Oh,
me.
here we go, James. James has got it. James is on board.
That's what.
I
That's what
still
my
don't
voices
know.
It was Randy Orton's theme music. I hear voices in my head. They talk to me. They understand.
I hear voices in my head. They talk to me. They
Right.
understand.
Because Randy Orton used to be in a band called The Voices.
Pax, I'm really
Is that it?
disappointed in you for not understanding that.
They talk to me.
James,
Singing
I want
James.
to ask. Oh yeah.
James, do you have an earpiece? Like a professional earpiece?
Like a monitor?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are my headphones. I have professional quality
You have professional
head
for
earpiece.
your professional things that you do.
Yeah, I've got this, and I've got a Samsung QTU. It's very cheap, but it's very good
Samsung?
at blocking out the
Did
noise.
you say Samson?
Did you
Yeah,
say
Samson.
Samson? Samson, the guy who cut his hair off in the old.
Is that
in
like
the
a
Old
off?
Testament.
Is that like a
No, I
budget
direct the
version?
I
of-
direct the Samson Rambo.
That's him.
Guys,
Yeah,
I'm
you look-
No,
disappointed.
Samson is a mic brand. It's an audio brand.
Is it like an off-brand Samsung?
Guys, I'm
No.
disappointed that we
No,
haven't
that's
done
Samsung.
justice to episode 69. of
Guys,
Villain.
guys,
No, this is exactly what episode 69 should be. Just meandering bullshit. Because that's what 69 is as a joke.
James, when you say meandering bullshit, I find it hard to distinguish from that and every other episode of this podcast that we do.
yeah, this whole podcast is meandering
Got
bullshit.
a ring light.
What else do you have? Just show us some other things then.
PlayStation 5 controller that I used to play PC games. PlayStation 5 camera that I don't use anymore. I'm selling actually. If anyone wants to buy PlayStation 5 camera, hit me up.
Oh my god, this is
Send me a DM.
NutriBullet. This is what was I selling? NutriBullet.
Vitamix. It was
Vitamix.
Vitamix.
Still haven't sold it.
All right, should we do the last segment? I think we've
iPad?
got a little bit of time. We'll do the
I'm
last
Tony
segment.
Stark, dog.
Jermaine, I
seg-
want to ask you one question before we go on though.
Okay.
If you could say
What? What?
This has gone to the dogs, bro.
What's so
If you-
funny?
if you could say one thing to Isaiah Stewart, what would you say?
I'd say, calm down, man. That's what I'd say.
Serious.
Calm down, man.
He's so serious.
Calm down, man.
Calm down, man.
Just like
Like-
that?
Yeah, like that. So we could also because he can't hear because it's quite loud. Just calm down,
I
man.
feel like
Calm down,
I feel
man.
like
He's like,
you'd say that while he's like everyone's like restraining him.
calm down,
He's like-
man.
and Jermaine's just like, calm down. Like
I'm-
from like 6 feet away. Calm down, man.
Calm down,
Calm
man. He's
down,
like,
man.
what?
I
Calm
can't
down,
hear
man.
you. I can't hear you over the kerfuffle.
Calm down, man. All right. We'll do the last segment. We'll just do so. Okay, this segment is called "This Is My Legacy." Yeah.
Nice. Jermaine, man. What a
So
voice.
when
The
we
voice
did
of a generation.
when we did
Old. That's a generation. The generation's old.
the last live show that we did in the New Zealand International Comedy Festival was called Legacy. And what we did for the first few shows is before the show, we would leave a table and some post-it notes and some pens on the stage, and there would be instructions to the audience to go write on a post-it note what they want their legacy to be, and then we would read some of them out during the show. And we ended up dropping it because our show ended up being too long. It's supposed to be 60 minutes. The show
Much
ended
like
up
this podcast.
being 70, 75 minutes. And so we had to drop something.
Much like anything we do.
So we had to drop this thing. But I still have the post-it notes.
Wow.
Some of the post-it notes. They've just they were in one of our bins that we used to keep props in. And so I just still have a bunch. And what I thought is we could go through some of the post-it notes and just read out what some people wanted their legacies to be.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, I guess I'll start with this one. It just says, I want to be someone who always helped people in need.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
Oh,
nice.
that's
I
lovely.
think it's a lovely legacy to leave behind.
Well, it's
That's
very hard to shit
beautiful.
on that and do comedy about it.
Wait, no, this segment's not about shitting on it. It's
I'm
just
shitting
about...
on it.
Oh.
I want to be a
Oh.
bad guy.
Oh wow. Okay.
I want to be a bad guy who pushed everyone's food away from their hands. Actually, that's Jamaine. I'm describing Jamaine. Jamaine does this.
What?
Actually, this guy.
Oh right. Yeah, he
I
does.
slap food out of people's hands.
Jamaine is a bad guy.
'Cause
Let's
it's
be
funny.
honest.
Jermaine is actually like Jermaine puts on this like act that
Yeah,
he's
sweet.
like
I'm sweet.
I'm sweet. I care about society. I want like
Yeah.
those on the margins of society to be treated
Yeah.
equally.
I
Blah
think
blah blah
everyone
blah blah.
Should like get equal opportunity.
Jermaine is actually a menace.
He's a menace to society, bro.
Jermaine is.
I used to
only a
work
menace-
with Jamaine. I worked with Jamaine for 4 years at John and Ben, and I cannot tell you the amount of times he's come past me while I'm walking a muesli bar and knocked it out of my hand.
I only did it like once to you. I also
That's once too many, Jermaine.
I did it once to Luke as well in their edit suite. I
Yeah.
almost fell over when I did it because I was trying to do it quickly, and like I kind of dived to knock it out of his hands. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like
Look.
fried rice or something.
Actually, it's quite
Oh,
funny. to say.
fried rice. Do you have no restraint?
It's funny to do it to your friends. Like it is funny. That's why
Absolute
people.
menace.
That's why when I
shouldn't be
threw
doing it
when I
too.
threw James's pie out the window in fielding,
Yeah.
that's
I
why
mean,
it
that
was
was
so
quite-
Oh
funny.
yeah, that's probably
was
the
quite
ultimate.
funny.
Oh, that is pretty funny. And
All
people
right.
laughed and they loved it.
Here's another legacy.
You fucking
Okay.
menaces.
By the way, these are from Wellington. So these are people we exclusively
Wellington.
did it in Wellington for like 2
I
or
want to
3.
be remembered for making a good flat white.
Okay, this one says where they want their legacy to be a world with people who can breathe. Clean water would be good too.
I can breathe.
Just rips it up, throws it away.
Oh yeah, people can breathe, but but we don't have that cleaner water. So
That's true.
Yeah.
Some people can't breathe. So we need to remember that we're
Why
privileged.
doesn't
Air quality, dog.
why doesn't everyone just get a Samsung Flexi Freeze like me that filters the water? A fridge. Why doesn't everyone get that?
oh, the massive
Absolute
fridge.
Out of touch elite.
Then your water's clean. Why doesn't everyone just do that?
Just, do you know what's fucked, Pax? You're doing a bit. There are people in the world who genuinely think like that. Isn't that fucked?
Why doesn't everyone just invest in the stock market? You can make a lot of good money. Like, you know, if you put $100,000 in the stock market, you can double it like that. Why don't people just do that?
Like that. So offensive.
Why don't people just
Now,
buy?
this is
Why
now,
don't
this is
people just
edgy
buy?
comedy.
Why don't people just buy 3 houses? You know, you don't even have to rent them
Yeah.
out. There's no capital
Yeah,
gains
it's not
tax.
fine.
The prices will rise and then you can sell them.
Yeah,
for
why
an
doesn't people just buy 3 houses, pay them off in 5 years, and then just have passive income for the rest of their life?
Yeah, why don't people just do that? You know. Here's another legacy. This person, they want their legacy to be do the world's biggest turd.
No way. Jermaine, you
That-
wrote that before the show.
I did not.
I wonder how
That-
they're going on that.
Yeah, that's a big goal. That's a big goal. I wonder if you are the person that wrote that legacy, but you listen to the show, let us know how that's going.
Yeah. With a photo. Attach a JPEG.
How do you measure them? How do you measure them? Do you just drop it onto a scale? You
Is
know,
it length or girth?
or weight?
Yeah, or spread.
Mm.
Okay, it was me. Nah, it wasn't
my
me.
God.
It wasn't me.
Okay.
Okay, this is actually my favorite one. I haven't read them all, but I've seen this one before, and it's my favorite one.
Yeah.
So this is a legacy that they have already done in the past.
Okay.
So something they have done, not something they will do or want to do.
Okay.
So their legacy, they want it to be starting a hot boy wall. And our hot boy wall is having hot male celebrities on a wall. Starting a hot boy wall in my 7th form common room in high school. At Millville School.
So that they did it, and that is their legacy.
Yeah, that's what they want. That's what they want to be remembered for. Yeah.
Yeah, got you.
In their 7th form
And then-
common room.
And then they have a note at the bottom that says, girls went apeshit for this wall.
what is going apeshit, eh?
I wonder who.
Pax, just because you haven't heard of it doesn't mean it's a stupid phrase.
No, apeshit. It doesn't even exist. No one says apeshit.
Literally a song by Beyonce and Jay-Z called Ape Shit, but okay.
No, there isn't. No, there isn't. That doesn't exist.
Oh,
I wonder. I'm really curious to know who was on that hot boy wall.
Yeah, who made it to the wall?
Well, who would you
Shout
put on the
outs.
hot boy wall? I'd put on.
Three of us, of
I'd
course.
put on Usher.
Okay, yeah, he's a hot boy.
Usher pre-herpes.
Hey, man.
Then he has to be like 19. Which is
He's still
fine.
hot.
I would put Ray
I'd put
Romano.
Isaiah Stewart.
Ray Romano. Pig said Ray Romano.
Ray Romano. I find Ray Romano very attractive.
Imagine though. It's like fucking Justin Timberlake, Usher.
Oh, this is you're really
Fucking
getting yourself
Jake-
with these references.
Jake
Jermaine,
Gyllenhaal.
that you think teenagers are putting these names
Don't
around
worry, don't worry.
there.
Don't worry, dude.
Burt Bacharach, Frank Sinatra,
All right, that's the end of the segment.
And Julius Caesar.
and
Fine.
the original hot boy.
All right.
Julius Caesar.
All right.
Come on,
Pontius
Jermaine.
Pilate.
Thanks for listening to the penultimate episode,
Oh, he's used it.
episode 69.
He used it in a sad way. It's so sad.
If you want to get in touch with us, hit us up on fdbromail@gmail.com or
What
on our
about the
Instagram.
mailbag?
No, we
our
have
Facebook.
lingering vibes.
What about the
I'll
mailbag?
get to the lingering vibes. This is you again. Like, all right, lingering
Julius
vibes.
Caesar fucking.
Play this thing. Play the lingering vibe.
It's the lingering vibe. Lingering.
No, I don't want you. 25 strawberry fun facts. Did you know these 25 strawberry facts? The average strawberry has 200 seeds. A strawberry flower averages 5 to 7 petals. Strawberries are the first fruit to ripen in the spring. No, I don't want you.
It's the lingering vibe. Lingering.
I had to reset your vibe before we did this.
And you
Oh no, he went back. Oh.
lingering around. He ain't going anywhere. What are the vibes?
All right, what do you want your lingering vibe to be? Pax, you go.
I want my lingering vibe to be
James, what do you want your lingering vibe to be?
I want my lingering vibe to be 2 guitars. That's too many guitars.
All right, I want my lingering vibe to be disappointment. Okay, close the segment.
Whoa. We can't end episode 69 like that.
Yeah, this is 69, Jermaine.
69's never end in disappointment.
Well,
Wow, actually. Yeah.
look, he's trying not to laugh. He fucking went like this. It's fucking short. This is Jermaine trying to be disappointed. You can't be too disappointed.
I
for long.
was saying if I could carry, just end on the biggest downer. How funny is it when a sketch ends in sadness, though? You know,
It's
like
very
a
funny. And then
comedy
the lights-
sketch?
and it just fades out.
It is very
A
funny.
comedy sketch happens and then the end is just sad.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like sadness.
A good example of that is the I think you should leave the haunted house one when he just gets picked up by his mum and it just ends.
I love it. I love it so much. I think it's just like, not that sadness is funny, but in the comedy context, like it's funny, and then just no, it's not funny anymore.
It's so good, dude.
Sadness is
And
pretty
the
funny,
commitment
though,
to
in
it.
general.
Sorry.
And it's pretty crack up.
Sadness is crack up.
Well, we laugh to stop from crying. You know.
Oh my god.
All right. Thanks for listening to the second to last episode.
Yeah,
of,
use
You've
them up.
used them all up.
of
Use
this
them up.
locked up series. Yeah, if you want some merch, hit up our merch website, digitees.co.nz. A lot of people have already been getting them, which is awesome. We're real,
Yeah, it's really cool.
yeah. So and yeah,
Shout outs to Bazza.
yeah, and the
Bazza.
proceeds will go to KidsCan, as we have said. Sorry, I missed. 5% of the proceeds will go to KidsCan, 95% to us. Yeah, most of it to us. And actually, let's change it: 1% to KidsCan, 99% to us.
Yeah, how else do you think I created this empire? Skipping off the top of donations.
No, 100% of the profits will go to, and when I say profits, the sales. So the money that we get from the sales. So obviously,
Yes.
DigiTees gets some. So
Gonna
the
be
money that
donated
we
straight
get.
away.
will be donated straight away. Also, so I think that's it for episode 69.
Oh God, do you feel satisfied like a good 69 after that episode?
No. I did too much. There was too much laughing. There was too much sadness.
Isn't that a good thing though?
There was too much disappointment.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all the emotions you feel in a 69.
Oh no, James, I don't know if you're doing a 69 right.
Yeah, you do it right, and then you sleep in that position.
And then,
We are 4 minutes away from ending episode 69.
I know.
69 minutes.
What do we do? Do we carry on? Do we start like?
I've got something we can do.
what? Well, I'm just gonna boot up Halo Halo Infinite.
And just let it play for 4 minutes.
Yeah,
It's
just
just 4 minutes of Pax going. Behind you.
two on me, two on me, two on me.
On me, behind me.
Oh shit.
All right, music by
S50 Beats.
technical wizardry by
S50 Beats.
Yeah,
He
F50 beats.
made
Pretty good
beats.
technically. Yeah.
podcast technical genius by
Ah, he got me. It's me.
James.
Oh, Joe Rogan? I don't know. He does.
Joe Rogan's producer maybe.
Producer. He's producer.
The painting in the background of Pax's shot by
A Ghanaian man on the side of a road in Ghana.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you in Ghana or was someone
Oh my
else in
gosh,
Ghana?
Do you know I just looked at it closely?
Yeah.
This is not a gag. For the
Yeah.
last 5 episodes, or even when I've seen that painting in your house, I thought it was Michael Jordan doing a dunk. I thought it was. Hold on. I'll show you the
What?
photo. I will show you the cover for NBA 2K12. Do you remember, Pax?
No.
Oh, dude.
I mean, I can.
I guess I've just seen it too many times that I can't see that.
Bro,
It's definitely a woman mothering
I
two
literally
children.
thought it was this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's so much
Yeah,
closer.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can kind of.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
God.
can see.
Oh my God, that was so racist. If you did. Oh my God, the listeners are gonna be like racist because they didn't see it.
No.
need to watch the video.
That cover for 2K12 is
It
because
looks-
it's very
The
stylized.
color palette, it all.
God.
So, Pax, did you buy it or did someone buy it for you?
No, my sister-in-law, who is a doctor, she did one of her international placements in Ghana.
Yeah, that is a.
I'll
It's
tell you
a.
what, though.
And it's a knife painting. The guy did it with a knife.
I admire it every
Snap.
time. Every time I see you in this shot, I'm just
He
like,
did it
that's
with a
beautiful.
knife. He didn't paint it with a knife. He was just holding a knife and he was painting and he was like.
yeah. And when I say he did it with a knife, he kept stabbing people and the blood would just splatter perfectly onto the canvas
Can I show
and
you?
make the image.
Can I show you a painting that I
Oh,
have?
I need more blood, but there's no one else to kill. So here you go. It's finished.
That's that top corner where it's a bit white. He didn't have it.
He ran out of
He did.
blood.
He ran out of
bought
people's blood.
this.
Whoa, what is this?
This is I bought this off a guy on the just out in the streets of Queenstown, and he does
Oh,
it.
that's pretty cool.
He does it entirely with spray paint cans. So
And
Oh, doing
stencils?
stencil, yeah.
no spray, no, just a bit of cardboard. He'll use a bit of cardboard. He'll put it there. That's his edge, and then he'll spray.
Oh.
And he just uses spray paint. And so he might
People
spray
are clever,
something.
right?
Yeah. We watched
so
him do
clever,
one.
and we're just here like 69.
Yeah. This is it. We watched him do one, but this is not the one that we watched him do, but this is the one he never had done. James, you got any art so we can get to 69?
I do.
There's two on me,
I'll
two on
do
me,
this
two on me.
just to get to 69. Two on you. Two on you.
Hey, Pax.
Yeah.
Now that James is gone, should we say
Yeah.
what we really think about him?
Yeah, go.
I love him. He's
I'll
one of my
work
best
the show
friends.
Oh, okay. That's not what I was going to say.
Imagine
but
if
okay.
I took all that time to get, and then it's like 69, and you're like, okay, goodbye, thank you. This is a drawing of Kendrick Lamar that I bought
Nice.
from a guy at art convention.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine
it-
if I was like, this is my drawing of little Kodak Black.
Is that a print or is that an original?
I think it's a print.
Ah, yeah.
He drew it and then like did a couple of copies. This was him if Kendrick Lamar was in a ring light.
This episode.
Yeah, 69, 69!
69! Nothing rude about 69.
That's coming.
Oh, thank you guys so much for listening to this. Horseshit.
I wonder how many people made it to the end of this.
Pax is
I would
literally
say-
just playing video games.
I'm
Are
literally
you
playing.
actually playing Halo now?
Yeah, I'm
I
actually
can
playing
tell.
Halo Infinite.
Do you have is your webcam detachable? Can you just show everyone that you are?
Detachable. Is it
yeah,
detachable?
thank you guys so much for. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching.
I can't believe we just stalled till 69. That was juvenile bullshit.
All right, appreciate it. You'll hear from us next time or something. I'm disappointed.
Frickin Dangerous Bro. Frickin Dangerous Bro.